Okay. Dann... Oh, da ist ja Fuyuhiko. Den können wir ja gleich mal befragen, hör mal. Aber erstmal wieder. Keulerig. Wie sieht's aus? Waren wir fleißig? Gut. What the hell? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone? That's not happening. Weil es Spoiler ist. Das ist eine Spoiler-Benachrichtigung. Das kann man einstellen bei Discord, dass man das nicht sofort liest. That's not happening. Did you hear Monokuma's announcement? Of course I did. Apparently Byakuya's the one who got killed. So what? What did you say? Do you think I'm the killer? Think whatever you want. I'm used to being mistrusted. That's not why I'm... Whatever. Just tell me what you were doing while everyone else was at the party.
Huh?
Checking my alibi, eh? Well, I don't have one. I was just chilling in my cottage all by myself during that time. The whole time? Because Chiaki said she saw you in front of the old building.
Shut up!
Nosy bitch.
Jeez.
It's true, I went for a little walk and then, just by chance, I ended up passing by the old building. Were you really going for a walk? Don't tell me you were actually trying to join the party.
Don't fuck with me!
Why the hell would I do that? It's a coincidence. A coincidence! Alright, I got it. Dumbass. Okay. Also er hat kein Alibi. Sollen wir uns mal merken. So, wir sollen jetzt also zu Byakuyas Zimmer. Das ist ja direkt neben unserem. So, gucken wir mal hier. Alles in Ordnung. Ja, sie hat ihm eins gegeben, aber er sagt, er hat keins. Er selbst sagt das. Er selbst sagt, er hätte keins. So, mal kurz was checken. Okay. Alles klar. Dann gehen wir mal in seine Bude, wa? Huh? It's locked.
Hey.
I guess we need to ask him for help. And so Nagito took a deep breath.
Hey!
Monokuma!
Did you call me?
Did you call me? Did you call me? Nagito, when did you train Monokuma?
Hey.
Hey Monokuma, I was wondering if you can do us a favor. There's something we want to investigate.
What's this?
Hey, who are you talking to? That's just my afterimage. When I get serious, my afterimage is unleashed.
What?
I can even play soccer by myself as long as I have this cloning technique. Though it'd be boring to play alone. I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and open Byakuya's cottage already.
Well...
This is for the class trial. It's something we really need.
Hmm?
For the class trial?
This is troubling.
If it's for the class trial, there's no way I can refuse. Now then, there's only one spell that can open these doors.
Loose! I'll leave the rest to you.
See? I have unlocked the door. Now you can investigate to your heart's content. Why does it open with a magic spell?
Jeez.
It's probably powered by electricity. At any rate, that performance was a waste of time. I see. I guess we should go inside.
You're right.
Then. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Pretty stupid. Wir können uns also hier mal umgucken. Ist hier irgendwo ein... Aha! Schaut mal an!
No.
Monokuma Dude. Monokuma Dude. Wieder eingefunden. Viele Bücher. Auch eine Leseratte, wa? Oh. There's an envelope on the table. To Byakuya Togami. Is it a letter someone sent to Byakuya?
That's weird.
There's no sender. That looks pretty suspicious.
Hajime.
You should check what's inside. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. Huh? Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. This is...
This is...
Is this a crime warning? No, if it says be careful, it's probably a threatening letter. Regardless, who would send something like this? Maybe...
Hey,
This is why Byakuya suddenly decided to throw a party. Huh? The first kill will happen tonight because someone made this threat to Byakuya. He gathered everyone in one area and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone could monitor each other. Careful is vorsichtig, ja? He thought if he did that, nobody would be able to kill anyone. So, he believed this crazy letter?
but...
He could ignore the possibility of this happening, even if it was just a worst case scenario.
Hey,
Remember what Byakuya kept saying, how he wouldn't let anyone become a victim. He couldn't overlook that slim possibility just to keep his promise. Then why did he keep it a secret if he had just told us?
nope.
He probably couldn't. He probably thought that was also a worst case scenario. What do you mean? If everyone knew what was in this letter, whether it's a lie or not, everyone would have likely begun to doubt each other, and at that point there'd be no turning back. So Byakuya tried to do something about this all by himself without telling anyone.
Yep.
His strong sense of responsibility is the only explanation I can think of. Anyway, whoever sent Byakuya this letter also killed him. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry.
No, this could be a prank, and it might have nothing to do with Byakuya's death at all. What was that? He suddenly became really quiet. I see. He doesn't want to believe one of us could be a killer. But still, we've come all the way here, and it's the only thing I can think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya would react once he received it, right? They planned to manipulate Byakuya and killed him right before our eyes, in that old building. Damn it, who the hell would do that? Murder threat has been added, okay.
Hey,
Hajime, there's probably not much time left until the class trial starts. Probably. Which reminds me, you asked Mahiru for a favor earlier, right? Yeah, I wanted her to find out where everybody was standing just before the blackout. She's probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right?
sorry.
Sorry, but that's all you. Huh? I need some time alone. I'd like some time to collect my thoughts. I see. I understand.
Hey,
Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Mikan has to say as well. Uh-huh. I think the results of her autopsy should be ready by now.
bye now.
I'll see you later. He was pretty pale. I wonder if he's okay. But now's not the time for me to worry about Nagito. There isn't much time left. I better hurry over to the old building. Crazy. Okay. Warum stehen wir jetzt vor... Achso, direkt gegenüber. Okay, alles klar, macht Sinn. Ich dachte sogar, warum stehen wir jetzt vor Fuyuhikos Bude? Naja. Bist du auch brav? Ja gut, alles klar, du bist brav. Was macht eigentlich Monomi hier? Too cruel. This is just too cruel. Oh yeah, I might as well ask her about the old building's windows. Hey, do you have a sec? I want to ask you something. I don't wanna help you guys mistrust your friends. What the hell? It's not like we're doing this because we want to. No, now's not the time to fight about stuff like that. More importantly, do you know why the old building's windows are covered by iron plates? Huh? Iron plates? I covered them up so nobody makes the mistake of going inside since it's dangerous because of the renovation. I see, the renovation. So that's why you covered them up? Because it's dangerous to go inside. Danger isn't supposed to exist on this island. This isn't how it's supposed to be. But why did it get like this? It's cruel, too cruel. It's cruel. Too cruel. Just because it's cruel doesn't mean you can just keep crying like that. Crying won't solve anything. We have to do this no matter what, damn it. Okay. Also, den Sinn verstehe ich nicht wirklich. Warum man hier Fenster abdichtet, damit niemand reingeht. Abschließen reicht bei vernünftigen Leuten in der Regel. What the hell was that loud voice just now?
Huh?
I feel so light-hearted right now. I, Nekomaru Nidai, have been reborn. I have no intention of losing anymore. Losing to who?
Oh,
I won't lose to anyone, not even to my past self. That sounds cool and all, but what are you even talking about?
shit!
Ach so. What? I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to make a shitty bastard out of me. Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start. Now that you mention it, you said something like that shortly after the party started. I have been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
Sheesh!
However, if you think I'd be angered by something like that, you've all underestimated my nerve and patience.
Oh,
Do all and achieve all with one's presence of mind. That is the goal of a true leader.
fool!
In other words, a leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the presence of one's mind. He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by that whole ordeal. Oh well, best not go into it. Anyway, so you're saying the bathroom door was shut from before the party started to after the blackout?
So what I mean is...
And the bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found. That's about how long that lasted. What he said sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember that just in case. Okay, my Nekomaru's account has been added. Okay. Okay. Die anderen werden uns wahrscheinlich nichts großartig sagen, weil von denen haben wir ja schon gehört. Dann gehen wir mal in die Speisehalle. Ja, was hat's denn Mahiro uns zu sagen? Die wollte ja alles wieder aufbauen von den Bildern her. Hey, you're here. Where the hell did you wander off to? I wasn't wandering. I was investigating as much as I could. I see. Well, if you weren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. So, did you find anything? Yeah, sorta. You don't sound too sure.
Hey,
Well, just take a look at this. Just as you told me, using the two photos I took before the blackout. I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing. When I did, this diagram was the result. Okay. So this is everyone's standing position before the blackout. Everyone's pretty much in the dining hall. I've made this diagram from analyzing those photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Okay. Interessant. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing at a far distance from that table. It's impossible. There's no way he'd be able to move that far during the blackout. Huh? What is this line extending from the table where... it's the desk lamp. I drew the power cord for it, just in case. The power cord for the desk lamp? If that cord is extending from the table where Byakuya was killed, that means...
hey,
Aha, okay. So, did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but... I guess you're right. I didn't really understand it myself when I was drawing it. I have a feeling that it's either a potential clue, or just a waste of labor. No, it wasn't a waste at all.
huh?
It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that a clue is hidden here. An extremely important clue. Okay. Und was hat sie uns zu sagen jetzt? Oh, well, if you'd like, I can tell you a little bit of what I want to say. Did you find out anything? I tried within reason to perform an autopsy on Byakuya's body.
Well,
And I discovered that there were several puncture wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. The deep wounds. deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object around 5 millimeters in diameter was used to stab him over and over again, which is what I believe. Hey, are you okay? I'm sorry. Talking about it made me sad. No need to push yourself. I mostly got the gist of what you wanted to say. Ich habe ganz ehrlich eine Vermutung. Der 5. Spieß fehlte ja. Der 5. Spieß fehlte. Den hat bestimmt jemand vorher da unten deponiert. Bestimmt. Warten wir erstmal ab. I'm sorry. Still, around 5 millimeters in diameter, huh? Isn't that pretty thin? That's as thin as an ice pick or an awl. Okay. Mikan's autopsy results. Nice. Oh oh.
Alrighty, guys. It's finally time. That's right. It's time for the long-awaited class trial. Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it. That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon.
Uh-oh. A mountain with the carving of Monokuma's face at the central island. Okay. Blub, 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 blub. Ja, nach links war ja falsch. Da sind wir zu dieser Jabberwock-Dings gekommen, ne? Ich auch. Aha, hat er wieder gedrückt. Hat er wieder gedrückt. Ja, ja. Hier soll das sein. Okay. 4 Stück, 4 Köpfe.
Are you kidding me?
What the heck is that mountain? When did that get here? Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma?
No way.
That story might be true after all. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya, we still needed his knowledge. I still can't believe he's dead. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
Ah, I know, they probably ran away.
No way!
Oh, hell no! There's no way I'd let them escape, you know? Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you, let me go!
Hey!
Hey now,
Come on now!
if you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up!
Hey!
Hey Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all the time?
Huh?
Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway?
You.
How can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait!
Mario, that's enough. Just you too, Fuyuhiko. Dumbass. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam.
What happened,
I am right.
sinner?
I am right here.
Now then, let us begin.
Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to. Ach ja? Ach ja? Huh?
Hey,
It seems you noticed it too. Der Ohrring ist wieder da. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
Alright, now that everyone's all together. Ja, zumindest in gewissen Zügen hat er kooperiert, das stimmt schon. Let's take the secret entrance to the trial field.
Wait!
Please wait a second.
What's this?
My, Monomi, just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you.
What?
Do you actually want to join in?
You
Do
masochistic
you want to
mascot.
taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding service.
Oh well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya later.
I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over!
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance? Huh. What the? Something's shaking.
Oh,
This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down. Something came out.
no way.
Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it?
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazine is trembling with fear.
Oh!
That's so totally suspicious.
Hey!
Forgive me. Seriously, just forgive me already. Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. I like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid!
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys.
Yep.
If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Okay. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anyone. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock...
Huh?
This is an elevator? I see, this entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases.
However,
If he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Deeper and deeper into earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending, and then the elevator door slowly opened.
Welcome! Ta-da!
This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates.
Why, you...
What the hell is he thinking, locking us in a shitty looking place like this?
Don't fuck with me!
Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole! Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. Come on. You're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. It looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked toward the seats and we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant and condescending, but he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as a leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us. I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible. Because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. Natürlich speichern wir. Blöde Frage. So. Wir schauen uns nochmal, bevor wir anfangen, nochmal die Truth Bullets an. Oder gucken erstmal, was er hier gemacht hat. Ja, warst du artig? Gut, du warst artig. Schauen wir uns nochmal die Truth Bullets an. The victim's body was discovered in the dining hall of the old building near the Hotel Mirai. The estimated time of death was 11:30 p.m. The victim was repeatedly stabbed over 10 times between the throat and abdominal region, resulting in death. Aside from that, the body has no other external injuries and no chemicals such as poison were detected. The body under the table is face down, as if Byakuya were reaching for something. The knife. Blood-stained knife found under the table where the body was discovered. A glowing paint-like substance coats in it. A pool of blood formed around the body underneath the table. A lot of blood was splattered against the inside of the tablecloth. Also, there was no sign that the body was dragged through the bloodstain. The floors of the dining hall were full of gaps. Gundam dropped one of his earrings through these gaps. AC timer. The AC timer in the dining hall was set to 11:30 p.m. The AC timer in the office was also set to 11:30 p.m. Found under the table were where the body was discovered. Apparently it came from the supermarket, those night vision goggles. Embarrassing pose. During the blackout, Mikan tripped and fell in the dining hall. By the time the lights came back on, she ended up in a compromising disposition. The case Byakuya had with him. There's a lot of security equipment inside and a hard plastic case as well. The key to the other duralumin case is inside here too. During the blackout, Ibuki was able to discern all the noise people were making. Dann haben wir nochmal die Aussagen alle hier. Die lese ich jetzt nicht nochmal vor. There were 3 irons placed inside the storage room. When Nagito found them, they were all turned on. A blood-stained tablecloth was found randomly and stuffed inside the laundry hamper. Teruteru's account. The gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity. That's why Teruteru couldn't use it during the blackout. Teruteru poured his heart and soul into cooking various party dishes. However, Akane and Peko were the only ones who ate them. Ich denke, wir sollten schon aufpassen, dass wir wirklich nur Akane und Peko haben essen sehen, niemand anders. If a fire breaks out, the fire door in the hallway of the old building can be shut to keep the fire from spreading. Kitchen equipment list. The knife found at the crime scene was not included on the kitchen's equipment list. All the dangerous equipment that could be a potential weapon was confiscated by Byakuya. Apparently, there's an iron plate for barbecue and a portable stove for cooking hot pots. Chiaki's account. When Chiaki was standing guard outside, Fuyuhiko apparently came to the old building, then walked away. Murder threat. A threatening letter that was found inside Byakuya's room. Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. The author of this letter is unknown. Kazuichi's account. During the search for Byakuya after the blackout, Kazuichi headed straight to the office. He didn't see anyone there, including Peko. Mikan's autopsy results. According to Mikan's autopsy, Byakuya sustained several puncture wounds to his chest and abdomen. The wounds were inflicted by a thin, sharpened weapon, thoroughly 5 mm in diameter. Nekomaru's account. Nekomaru kept trying to use the bathroom since before the party started, but someone was using it the whole time. He was able to enter the bathroom after Byakuyas body was discovered. Und das war's. Das sind unsere Beweise, die wir haben. Bin echt mal gespannt, wie das jetzt abläuft. Difficulty changen wir nicht. Skills benutzen wir wieder nicht. Ab geht's. Ab geht's.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Sehe ich das gerade richtig, dass Monomi da hängt? Oder gehangen hat?
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person... I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
I'll punish everyone.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monomi, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
The most pressing issue on our minds?
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that... No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other, without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle and fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each other's character statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Ah, das scheint wieder so zu sein wie vorher. Make your argument. Knife, bloodstain, gaps, knife. Aha. Nimm mal
Why
Bloodstain
was
under the table.
Byakuya's
Mal gucken.
body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer
Ja.
murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Ja, ist okay.
Huh? Why?
I
obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery.
Ich glaube, ich habe gerade die Aussage verpasst.
Like a dog burying a bone.
Weil ich gerade den Chat gelesen habe. Egal. What he just said was strange. It clearly contradicts the information I know.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Nee, der Körper
No,
wurde nicht
that's
bewegt.
wrong.
Das stimmt nicht.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
Wie frech die Kleine ist, ne?
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
The reason Byakuya dove under the table. It's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party. That's probably... Der wollte bestimmt das hier einsammeln, ne?
I can prove it with this! It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Ibuki, ey.
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. But from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there are, there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. When your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Im Grunde genommen spielt sich das Ganze wieder wie im ersten Teil. Es gibt wieder falsche Aussagen, es gibt richtige Aussagen. Und wir müssen das jetzt zuordnen. Nur, dass wir diesmal von Anfang an eben halt schon mehrere Bullets haben. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for your aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong!
False!
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
If he was using those night vision goggles we found under the table, he could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
The other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Alles klar, Max. Were you surprised by Mahiru's sudden argument? Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Press counter Please counter the other person's remarks with the WASD buttons. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. Ey, der Pimp! Der Pimp! And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew toward their advantage. And on the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew toward... Okay. In the bottom right-hand corner on your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. If this is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's gonna be very big. Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Huh? What's the truth blade? I'm terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person is in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Was soll ich jetzt machen? Bin mal gespannt.
If you just use common sense, killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Ach so. Ich verstehe es jetzt. I can't advance forward. If I'm just listening. I should let my hero say what she wants to say and then find a point to that I can argue against.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Ach so. Ich glaube, ich verstehe es langsam.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night... That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Retreat.
Damn it!
Ich weiß nicht, wie das funktionieren soll. Ich sehe nicht, wo ich sehen soll, ich sehe nicht, wie ich das schneiden soll. Ich sehe das nicht. Woran sehe ich das? Ist doch albern.
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Ach so.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean,
Hä?
in reality,
Nein, es macht keinen
so those
Sinn.
goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Ach, jetzt verstehe ich es.
Damn it!
Ja, das
If you
sehe ich
just use
gerade.
common, the killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality,
Ach so,
so
die
those
haben
goggles
mehrere
were planned in advance. The killer
Leben-Dingens.
brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut
Jetzt
through those
verstehe ich
words.
das Ganze. Wenn die haben mehrere Farbenphasen.
No, Byakuya was
jetzt
definitely the one
verstehe
who
ich
brought
es.
those night vision goggles.
Okay, das ist eine interessante Sache, muss man erstmal reinkommen.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too? No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party. Duct tape!
I see!
Da war noch Duct Tape dran.
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found.
Huh? Duct tape?
They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right, Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur. Wo ist er? Der Murder-Threat!
I
Den
can
der
prove
Pimp
it with
geschrieben
this.
hat. Den hat der Pimp geschrieben.
Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone? Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies!
It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer? Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. Wir wissen auch, was es ist. And because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife. It was the glowing paint dude.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Auch ein bisschen zu voreilig.
Echo killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for two glasses wearers?
I am not the killer.
Glaube ich auch nicht. Die war ja gar nicht da. Die hat doch gesagt, die war gar nicht vor Ort. Die ist woanders gewesen.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, The blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way. You need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. If you press the escape key... Jetzt muss man auch... Was? Well then, good luck and have fun. Ach so.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
Ach so, das...
No,
Moment,
Peko is telling
das
the
muss ich
truth.
jetzt einmal fragen, Toni. Können Aussagen gegensätzlich oder befürwortlich sowohl als auch sein? Das heißt, ich muss jetzt von vornherein erstmal zustimmen oder eben halt... Heißt das, es könnte sowohl sein als auch. Es ist aber egal, wie ich schieße. Also blaue sind unterstützen. Aber egal auf was ich schieße, das wird von selbst gemacht. Ja, das weiß ich ja, dass sie widersprüchlich sind. Aber wie ich schieße, ist egal. Von den Aussagen her. Das brauche ich nicht entscheiden. Muss ich da vorher einen Knopf drücken, dass ich weiß, widersprüchlich oder nicht? Oder wie ist das? Naja, werde ich ja sehen.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
Hey, it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have
Alles
said
klar,
so
Toni.
earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's... Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited? Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as